Welcome to 3-Minute Bible Study, Archaeological Evidence for Biblical Figures. Like most ancient people generally, most people in biblical history have never been archaeologically found in ancient engravings. Occasionally, however, some of them are, and with rulers more likely than peasants to have their names engraved into the rocks. We'll begin with the kings and look at a few examples. King David, a key figure in the Old Testament, lived and reigned 1,000 years before Christ, and was the father of a long line of kings in his own bloodline, one of whom was defeated by the king of Aram in the 9th century BC. An inscription from that king was found at Tel Dan in 1993. In it, he records his victory over a king of Israel and over a king from the house of David, thus establishing external archaeological reference for King David. We'll look next at Omri, the wicked father-in-law of Jezebel, who during the divided kingdom ruled Israel in the north in the 9th century BC. The Bible records his reign, the reign of his son Ahab, and the reign of a Moabite king named Mesha, who was forced to pay tribute to Israel. A record from that same Moabite king was found in 1868 in Jordan. The Mesha stele refers to all three of these people: Mesha himself, king of Moab; Omri, king of Israel; and Omri's son, king of Israel after him. Another king of the northern tribes that is recorded in tribute payment is Jehu. Though this time the king of Israel is not receiving tribute, he's paying it to the king of Assyria. The black obelisk of Shalmaneser, discovered in Nimrod in 1846, depicts payment being received from lesser vassal kings, including tribute submitted from Jehu to Assyria. A century later, the northern kingdom of Israel will be destroyed by the Assyrians, and in the south, in the reign of Hezekiah, they will almost conquer all of Judah as well. They took the fortified cities of Judah and threatened the capital of Jerusalem itself, but did not take it. This is recorded in the Bible and also in this Assyrian prism, where the invaders commemorate their taking of 46 strongholds and of pinning Hezekiah in Jerusalem like a bird in a cage, but with no mention of taking the city, which did not happen. Compare Isaiah 37. The last Old Testament king we'll look at is Jehoiakim, who was taken captive to Babylon and was later released from prison and provided with rations from the Babylonian king. The Babylonian Chronicle records his being taken away captive, and the Babylonian Rationalist records rations provided to Jehoiakim, king of Judah. Inscriptions of New Testament figures include Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor at the crucifixion of Christ, and the ossuary or bone box of Caiaphas, the high priest who counseled the Jewish Senate to have Jesus killed. From Acts 13, we have Sergius Paulus, the administrator in Paphos, who became a believer, and from the Delphi inscription, we know when Gallio was proconsul in Corinth, who Paul stood before in Acts 18. Another interesting engraving is Erastus of Corinth, quite likely the same Erastus who is both a believer and the city treasurer or manager of Corinth, mentioned in Romans 16 as sending greetings to fellow saints in Rome. For external evidences on Jesus, watch for a separate 3-minute study on the historicity of Jesus. More info at 3minutebiblestudy.com.